What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam, hope you guys are doing phenomenal tonight, man. Hope you guys have had a great Wednesday. Hope you guys are looking forward to a great rest of the week while we continue to wait for Super Bowl Sunday. Hope you guys are ready for another live, way too early 2023 fantasy football mock draft with you guys with the Catch fam. You guys know what to do, man. Hit that like button on the way in, hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you are new to the channel, and hop in the live chat, let me know what's popping. We're going to talk some fantasy football. We're going to talk some football tonight. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be fun. And let's do it, man. Link is going live in the YouTube chat officially, and I'm going to get that sent out on Discord as well. We will be running a random order tonight, so don't worry about what spot you select. Everything will be randomized in just a few moments once we get the draft full. So, link is live on Discord. Link is live in the YouTube chat as well. Let me make sure all the settings are good here. Yeah, I need to change the settings real quick because we did the Dynasty draft last night. So let's see. No super flex. 5 bench spots. And there we go. All right, we need a defense. We need a kicker. And we should be good, right? 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, tight end, 2 flexes, kicker, defense, 5 bench spots. Let's go. Full PPR. You guys know the drill, man. And we're already full just like that. So let's go ahead and set our draft order. Boom. And we're going to get this thing kicked off right at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So probably less than 1 minute. So make sure you guys are good to go. 30 seconds per pick. I'm going to just double check that it's set to 30 seconds. Yep. We're good to go there. We're going to kick off in less than 1 minute. So let's do this thing, man. I'm excited. I had a blast running our first ever startup Dynasty mock draft last night. I cannot wait to do another one of those with you guys. And I think I am, always going to continue to give YouTube members and those of you who are part of the Dynasty League already, who are also YouTube members, because you have to be a YouTube member to join the Dynasty League, first dibs on those mock drafts. But I want to start running more of those, especially after the Super Bowl is over. And I would like to definitely get some more of you guys in those, even if you're not playing Dynasty this year. So we can chat about that as well. All right, let's kick it off. Let's do it, baby. Here, time for another live 2023 fantasy football mock draft. Let's get it going. Michael is on the board at 1.1. The draft has begun. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. So, let's see here. Oh, I need to change settings for ADP. Yeah, you're right. Hold on. Let's just pause the draft. Because I don't think Michael's... Michael! Where are you? Thank you, Shane, for pointing that out. Man, shouldn't that be under general settings? Oh, yeah. Right here. Update. All right, Michael's is green. Michael, you got 6 seconds. Michael, if you miss your pick, Michael gets Austin Eckler. Okay. That's still pretty realistic, right? Okay. Should I go JJ or C-Mac here? I was about to say, Michael, you got like 5 seconds. If you want to change your pick, let me know. Probably less than 5 seconds at this point. I don't know if I want to go CMC or JJ. I haven't started a draft with JJ. Let's do it tonight. Why not? Okay, so I apologize about that, guys. Some of the settings from last night's draft carried over, but this is just our regular full PPR kind of standard format, all that stuff in terms of roster settings that we usually do. It's not a Dynasty mock or anything, so I apologize. Not a super flex mock either. So now we're in the right direction. Let's get it going. And let's have some fun, man. So Michael's in the house. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Box in the Jack. What's up, man? Good to see you. Pray, hello, hello. Taylor Gang, Bossman Fat. What's going on, everybody? Marco, what's up? What's up? Good to see you guys tonight. Hope everyone's doing great. Shane, what's going on, man? Thomas, hello, hello. How's everyone doing, man? What are you guys up to? Godfather, good to see you, bro. What's going on? Alex, what's up, man? Great to have everyone in the house. Hope you guys are doing well, man. How's everyone's day? Michael, okay, good. You won an Eckler. Let's go. You're good, man. You're good. I just want to make sure. I was just worried, especially before I changed the format and everything, that you're going to end up with a quarterback at 1.1. So, but I'm glad that everything's worked out. Now we're running smoothly. We know what's going on, boys. So, not a ton of news around the league today. Brock Purdy is going to undergo surgery. He's expected back by training camp, which is good. Cowboys plan to restructure Ezekiel Elliott's contract and tag Tony Pollard. The Saints invited quarterback Derek Carr for a visit, and the Raiders have granted permission for that to happen. And we already knew that yesterday, but that visit did happen today. So that's about it in terms of things going on around the league. Other than that, we just got NFL Super Bowl media stuff going on. So, just like everyone else, waiting for the big game. Guys, Underdog, Pick'ems. Tomorrow night, there will be a free square for the Super Bowl going live. Jalen Hurts over half of a total yard. It's a steal. You can only bet up to $20 on it. You can bet it multiple times, but no more than $20. So you could have 4 different pick'em parlays at $5, for example, right? So up to $20, right? It's a beautiful square. Go out and get it. Sign up with promo code The Catch. Promo link in the description down below. Steven and I will be going over our favorite Underdog pick'em lines on tomorrow's stream, as well as any other general props that we like for the Super Bowl and our overall Super Bowl prediction. So, yeah. By the way, guys, it is Steven's birthday today. So hop on Discord, hop on Sleeper, whatever it may be. Go wish Steven a happy birthday. I'm sure he'd love to hear from you guys. So, all right, Andrea, Albert, what's going on, guys? Great to have you in the house. What's up, what's up? Appreciate you guys being here tonight, man. How's everyone doing? All right, first round wraps up. We got Eckler, JJ, CMC, Chase, Cup, Derrick Henry, Kelsey, Hill, Diggs, JT, Adams, and Bijan Robinson. Going to the second, we got CeeDee Lamb, Barkley, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra, Kenneth Walker, our first quarterback, and Josh Allen and Najee Harris. I got to take a look. Tony Pollard's off the board. I haven't gone, JJ in any of these mock drafts. So I'm interested to see how things turn out here at the turn. I mean, I guess I need to get a running back here, because if I don't, and if I don't take one at 3.2, I'll take ETN here, but yeah, it's not going to be very pretty by the time 4.11 rolls back over. So we'll take ETN here. A lot of talent on the board as Dalvin Cook is taken to wrap up the second round, and Nick Chubb is taken to bring us into the third round. A lot of players I like sitting here at multiple positions. I was kind of hoping that Breece Hall and ETN, I could take one with either of these picks. Man, this is tough. I'll go with my Swiftie. Why not? It's like drafting DeAndre Swift all over the place. And I just don't even feel that great about it. So, guys, I am really going back and forth. Like, today is the first day where I really started to go back and forth. But I'm starting, it's not good. Okay. My gut all along, and the team that I've been sticking with all along, has been the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. And just, I've been reading around, whatever, looking at bets and everything, and the more and more I'm looking at things, part of me is starting to say, I think the Chiefs might win this game. I was hard pressed on the Eagles, you guys know that. And I don't want to change my mind, but I'm really starting to get worried that this is going to be a game that the Chiefs might win. I'm not worried for any particular reason, but I'm just I don't know. I was going to put a big bet down on the Eagles, and now I'm getting scared to do it. It's really what it boils down to. So, at this point, it's Wednesday, right? So the game is on Sunday, obviously, right? Have any of your guys' feelings on the Super Bowl changed at all? Have they not changed? Who do you guys think is going to win? And what kind of game script are you guys expecting? Because, you know, originally I was of the belief that this game was going to be a high-scoring affair. And the more and more now I'm starting to think about it, I think this might be a lower-scoring game. I mean, nothing like, nothing too crazy low, but just more of like a, you know, 27-24 type of game, 24-20 type of game, as opposed to like a 34-28 type of game, you know, 34-31. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. All right, third round wrapping up here is we've got Joe Burrow and Debo off the board. Marco, message retracted. So third round, we had Chubb, Swift, Metcalf, Mahomes, Stevenson, Higgins, Mixon, Hurts, Jones, Garrett Wilson, Joe Burrow, and Debo Samuel gone. Into the fourth, we got Hopkins and Jalen Waddle. I have no idea how Jalen Waddle lasted that long. I mean, I almost took Waddle at 3.2. I mean, nothing against Metcalf, Higgins, Wilson, or Debo, or Hopkins for that matter, but Waddle, I would probably rather have Waddle over any of those receivers. Wilson and Higgins very close, but yeah, Waddle was a great value at 4.2. Wow, Tom with Barkley, Adams, Burrow, and Waddle, great little squad there to start. Godfather says Chiefs win. Eagles try and run the ball, control the clock. Mahomes can't be stopped even with less time, 30-23. Marco says, I've been rocking with Casey the whole time. I just can't take Hurts and Sirianni over Mahomes and Reed. Yeah. It's tough, man. I'm starting to, and we'll dive into the game a little bit deeper tomorrow with Steven. But, you know, my whole stance originally was going to be Eagles. And I do think overall the Eagles are the better team. But that doesn't always mean everything. You know, Andy Reid, a veteran when it comes to, I mean, coaching, but also when it comes to coaching in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, which is huge to know how to lead your team through Super Bowl week and leading up to the big game, you know, and then coaching in the big game, you know, and on top of that, Spagnuolo just seems to know how to put together a game plan throughout the playoffs that works. And when the Chiefs lost to the Bucs, like, they were super banged up as a squad. So I don't know, man. I'm not as confident in the Eagles winning as I was a day ago. Hasn't been that long. All right, let me take a look here. I'll take Fields. And I don't know what I want to do at 5.2. Cooper. I feel like I'm going to be that guy who ends up drafting Kamara next year. I just feel like he keeps coming at a good value. Even if he misses 6 games. He did have a down year, though. What was it, your RB 16? I don't know, I just need some running back help. Alright, Thomas, our casinos don't have many bets, but they do player props. Would you be down to throw together like a parlay player prop bet for me? I messaged you on Discord. Oh, I did forget to respond to that. So, you just mean like if I throw together a parlay on FanDuel and it's all player props. What, Thomas, can you use any can you use like FanDuel or DraftKings or BetMGM or any of those? Or do you have to actually go to a casino? So, most of the, so tomorrow, even when we're doing player props on Underdog, like, you can carry those over to majority of sports books, you know? So that'll definitely be an option for you. But also, we will be talking just general player props that we like for the Super Bowl as well. So, yeah, we'll definitely touch on those tomorrow. But, yeah, I want to save it for tomorrow. So make sure you come to tomorrow's stream, you know. Friday night, we'll be running some Underdog drafts. I'm super excited for that, man. Should be a ton of fun. Been a while since we've done that. So I'm pretty stoked. All right, 5th round wrapping up here. They don't have like, I mean, obviously it's just like Super Bowl entry. So everything they have right now are 4-person drafts, but they're still fun. And then I think, oh yeah, we can do way too early. Oh, yeah, we got to do a way too early draft tomorrow. We can do those up to 12 people. Oh, boys. Or not tomorrow, Friday. We got to plan, I mean, Underdog already has the way too early drafts. Oh, we got to get some best ball action going this Friday. Let's do it. All right, 5th round wraps up. Cooper, Kamara, McLaurin, Sanders, Jackson, Kittle, Pittman, Gibbs, Hawkinson, Monty, Dobbins. Into the 6th round, we got Judy and Christian Kirk, followed by Hollywood Brown. Yeah, I mean, just off the top of my head, Thomas, I really like Mahomes over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Like, I've seen that available on most sports books. Only MGM and only bets the casino. No FanDuel, no Underdog, no Best Ball. You should be able to enter most general player props on MGM or at the casino. Man, your casino doesn't even let you do like Eagles money line or Chiefs money line or like the spread. Yeah, I really like Mahomes over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I just think that's a beautiful. I mean, it's like negative 200, negative 180. It just depends on you know what sportsbook you're using, but I just. That's got to be part of, like, if you're throwing together a parlay, Mahomes over 1.5 passing touchdowns is I would say basically a lock. I mean, there's no way he comes out of this game with less than 2 passing touchdowns. Over 2, a little bit sketchier, but I really like the over on Boston Scott rushing yards as well as Kenneth Gainwell. It just depends on what they're giving you, though. You know, because some, like, for example, between Underdog and Price Picks, like, one of them has it at, like, 7.5. One of them has it, like, 9.5 for Boston Scott. I think those are really good lines. Still a little bit of risk associated with those, like if the Eagles get behind or anything. But I just think at some point in this game, Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell will get involved. You know, and they don't need to get involved that much to hit those lines. So, yeah. Outside of that, I mean, everyone and their mother is basically betting Travis Kelce to score a touchdown, score a receiving touchdown, which I'm not against. I didn't like it as much earlier in the week, but as the week has gone on, I'm starting to warm up to it. Because it's like when you look, I mean, it's really going to come down to, in my opinion, how many of the Chiefs receivers are truly injured going in this game. I think all the Chiefs receivers are probably going to suit up for this game. But, we'll just see. I just don't know. Like, I mean, Juju's been banged up. Hardman's not going to play. MVS hasn't been hurt recently, but has been hurt this season. And I feel like there's someone else I'm not thinking of who's been hurt too. But regardless, yeah, I just... I would say if any one of the receivers is out, then I like Kelsey to score a touchdown a lot more. And it's like crazy that I'm sitting here saying that I don't like Kelsey to score a touchdown that much. Um, it's just one of those things when everyone's chasing a line like that, it makes me a little bit nervous. But I was listening to a podcast I listened to sometimes today, and they were talking about how last year everyone was saying the same thing about Cooper Kupp, right? Like Cooper Kupp to score a touchdown in last year's Super Bowl was like a line that people were saying he needed to stay away from because everyone was betting it. It was like too obvious, and then he still hit it, you know? So I feel like we could have a similar situation. Like if this game gets gritty or whatever, like if the Chiefs are in a position, obviously where they need to score, like Mahomes and Kelsey just have like the best chemistry in the world. So I don't know. I'm starting to warm back up to Kelsey to score a touchdown. Oh man, I really wanted Christian Kirk or Tyler Lockett in those 2 rounds. And then I really wanted Mike Williams or Chris Godwin. This is slow down. Boom. We're back. Lack of DFS in Vegas sucks. Yeah, they just need to, you know, all sports betting should be legal everywhere. That's my take. Those are obvious bets that won't make you a lot. Well, they were talking on ESPN, bet $100 on Kenneth Gainwell for MVP and win $10K. I think that is... I mean, it just depends, Thomas, how much are you willing to lose? Like, I mean, that's the thing. When it really comes down to sports betting, like, you know, you don't want to be making donations. You don't want to be making a ton of parlays that have bad odds. You don't want to be... I don't know. I wouldn't bet $100 on Kenneth Gainwell to win MVP. I mean, the last time running back won MVP in the Super Bowl was... Did James White even win it the year that the Patriots beat the Falcons? I mean, that's why you would win 10K off it, you know? It's like it. The thing about straight bets is, yeah, like you might only make $50, you might only make $100, whatever, like, but you're making money, you know? It's like, yeah, I mean, when it comes to simple player props, those are really the best things that you can chase when it comes to Super Bowl. And then if you have multiple that you like, that's when you can stack them and make a parlay that has a chance of hitting. But you can trust me from personal experience. Yeah, those bets that make you a lot of money don't hit a lot of the times. And retrospectively, you wish that you just made simple bets and recoup some of your money. The last time a running back won Super Bowl MVP was 1998 in Terrell Davis. Shout out to Terrell Davis. And didn't he have a migraine that game? Or was that the other Super Bowl? Man. What am I doing? Give me Cole Kmet. I totally like panicked there. Well, I need a tight end. Yeah, historically, like when it comes to Super Bowl MVP, it's a wide receiver, quarterback, or linebacker has won it every year since 2004. Since 1999, same positions have won it every year except 2003. Dexter Jackson for the Bucks won it at the safety position. So, wide receivers and quarterbacks, linebackers are probably your best potential bets there. Okay, let me make a draft pick. Oh my gosh. What has even happened? I did not mean to pick Tyler Boyd. I just had no time, and I just... I didn't really mean to not pick him, but, oh well. I don't care. Is what it is. I'm actually more interested in the Super Bowl bet discussion. So, Thomas, you know, to your point, let me double check what the odds are. I know it wasn't really your point, but, you know, while we're on this discussion, I would like to check the odds for Hassan Reddick. Because he's been a monster. And like I said, several linebackers have won the Super Bowl MVP in the last couple years. So let me take a look. Yeah, J-Dubs, we were just talking about we have to run an Underdog way too early draft on Friday night. No doubt about it, man. I know you'll be there. Sir Bongs a lot. What's up, man? How are you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Hello, hello. All right, let me find the MVP. Let me see. Should be somewhere on here. And we'll talk more about these tomorrow. Hold on. What's up, Prey? Why is it so hard to find the... Super Bowl MVP odds? Hold on, I'm gonna check DraftKings over FanDuel. But yeah, I'd be really interested to see what the odds are for Hassan Reddick for the Eagles. Wow. If anyone knows how to find this better than I can, let me know. I wonder if I can just search it. I should be able to. Super Bowl MVP. Nothing. Nothing. MVP. Maybe those sports books don't have it. I don't know. Kelsey MVP. I mean, that's not too crazy. But I don't think a tight end has ever won. Yeah, they've never won Super Bowl MVP. But, like, Kelsey scores 2 touchdowns and ends up being the only Chiefs player to score a touchdown in this game, then he could definitely be there. But so could Mahomes at that point. I don't know. We'll talk more about that tomorrow with Steven for sure. Because I actually think it's a good point to bring up, Thomas. Yeah, pray the mocks are filling super fast. All right, I need to make like an actual queue because I don't know what my team is. What my team is basically. 3 running backs, 4 receivers, a tight end core. I mean, I'm actually drafting okay over here. It's not looking too shabby, actually. I don't know what I was worried about. I mean, we even got the stack with Fields and Komet. And now I'm on the board. Give me Jamal, just because I also own Swift. Even though Jamal might not be on the lines next year, I'm going to theoretically say he is. That's right, Andrew. It could be the first time. Godfather, Kelsey gets 2 touchdowns, 100 yards. We'll get the MVP, in my opinion, even if Mahomes has over 303 TDs. Don't the fans vote on MVP? Oh, wait, I'm back on the... I'm going to go 2 quarterbacks here. I'm going to take Kyler. I actually was going to go double quarterback and take Trevor Lawrence after I took Komet. But then Michael ruined that. pray. Been playing Madden all the time, all day. Thinking about doing some arm workouts in a bit. You should do arm workouts in between every game of Madden. Then you play video games and work out. Oh, Jabs, I was saying the Underdog private drafts don't have rookies yet. So they'll do a whole pool of drafts without rookies, then a whole pool of drafts with rookies before the rookies are drafted on a team, and then they'll start drafts after rookies are drafted to respective teams. Thomas, what if Gainwell rushed for over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns? Just saying, he's rushed for over 100 once in the playoffs this year. Yeah, I don't think it's too crazy. But, you know, like, the Super Bowl MVP just usually does not go to the running back position. Like, what did James White do in the Super Bowl against the... hold on, I'm going to pull it up. He had a Super Bowl record 14 receptions for 110 receiving yards and 3 total touchdowns. And he was not the MVP of that game, which is crazy. Crazy. They gave it to Tom Brady, who did have a phenomenal game. But 466 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick, compared to a Super Bowl record 14 receptions, 110 receiving yards, 139 total yards from scrimmage, and 3 touchdowns, including the game winner. Like, you know, he was the first player in NFL postseason history, not Super Bowl history, postseason history, to record 10 catches, 100 receiving yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns in a game. And he actually has a very similar profile to Kenneth Gainwell. The NFL, like, just does not care about running backs anymore. When I was growing up, like, and even like in the late 90s, like early 90s, like running backs were like most glorified position in the league, arguably. But yeah, I would not take Gainwell. I mean, maybe like a bet like that, I'd probably rather risk like $10 for 1,000 as opposed to 100 for 10K. But hey, if you believe in a bet, you should bet on it though, for sure. Let's see. Kamara may not last till the 5th round. Oh, an underdog, sure. Boxing the Jack. I hope Jamal's on the Lions just for being him. I do think, you know, locker room wise, you probably want him there, right? Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, it's probably... And that's the other thing, like, you have to think about, too. If you're betting on the Super Bowl MVP, you're basically... The risk that is associated with it is you're also betting on the winner of the game. Like, you know, you're betting on 2 things. You're betting on Patrick Mahomes to win Super Bowl MVP. You're also betting on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. You're betting on Jalen Hurts to win Super Bowl MVP and the Eagles to win the Super Bowl, you know. So it's a 2-sided affair, which obviously makes the risk a little bit more, or makes the bet a little bit more risky, I should say. Thomas, I just found out they don't do MVP bets. Lame. Yeah, I couldn't actually find it on FanDuel or DraftKings, but they may have just not put it out yet. Or I may just be stupid. It's probably that. Ooh, I don't know where I want to go with this pick at all. Julio Jones? Let's take Josh Palmer. Throughout this whole draft, I felt like I needed receiver help, which is fair because I only had 1 through the first 5 picks, but like I really have not needed that much. Like, I'm still led by JJ, you know. Okadoke, where do I want to go with this next pick? As Gino is off the board. Gosh, I guess this is my last pick. I'll go KJ Osborne. Go double Viking players here. All right, man. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow night's stream. I'm excited to talk more about the Super Bowl, more about what may or may not happen, and more. Player props, Super Bowl bets, all that good stuff, man. I'm excited to get Steven's thoughts, too. Because we don't necessarily have the same thought process always when it comes to these things. So it should be fun, man. Should be fun. Still mad that Deonta Foreman put my best ball team out the best ball playoffs in the second round. Man, some of you guys had some monster best ball teams too. Spencer's team with the Chargers stack against the Titans, and I mean the Chargers barely performed that game. Just, oh man. I'm so excited to just draft like a million best ball squads this year, though. All right, so I guess basically done drafting, right? Into the 14th round we go. All right, let's see. Pray I'm not doing 20 push-ups. Who'll be the wide receiver core in Houston next year? I mean, John Mechie will definitely be the player that you want to take a look at from a fantasy perspective, but I won't be surprised if they draft a wide receiver as well. But yeah, I'm not very big on Brandon Cooks. I definitely think there's a strong chance he won't be with the Texans next year. I do think there's probably some value to Nico Collins or Chris Moore if they're healthy, but I don't even know if either of those teams are going to be, or either of those players going to be on the Texans next year. So I really have no idea, man. They have some work to do. Top to toe. Top to toe, is that a saying? Head to toe? Toe to head? Okay. But yeah, I think right now, from fantasy perspective, John Mechie is the guy to take a look at, man. For Dynasty, are we still considering kicker and defense? I know we were considering no kicker and defense. We'll put that to a vote soon. All right. Let's see here. Shane, what did we do tonight? Oh, let me pick a kicker or defense. Speaking of. I always pick, like, always take so much time to make these last two picks, and like, they really just don't matter. Take the Chiefs because they're in the Super Bowl. Prescott and Lamb, I'm definitely good at that. Nice little stack there as long as Schultz is back. Bijan, Dobbins, Gibson, Singletary, McKinnon. I mean, obviously you're led by Bijan here, which is okay. I think Dobbins a good RB2. But you do have maybe a little bit of concern, just depending on what team Bijan. I mean, I wouldn't be concerned about him, but we just don't know what team he's on at the moment, or going to be on, right? So if he does step into a situation where maybe it takes him a little bit of time to get going as a starter, and then you got Dobbins who's in a committee, and Gibson, Singletary, McKinnon, you know, half those guys are free agents or in a committee, so it'd be okay. Lamb, Samuel, Hopkins, Judy is a very good receiver core. Then you got Beckham there at the end. Niners defense, Tyler Bass finish out this draft with one more pick. Yeah, it's a good draft, man. I mean, you got Prescott and Schultz starting. Bijan and Dobbins starting. Debo and CD starting. Then probably flexing Hopkins and Judy. It just leaves you with a couple potential committee handcuff running backs and Beckham on the bench. So, yeah, Niners defense is studly, and the Bassman is studly. So yeah, good squad. The core roster is really good. I mean, Prescott, Schultz, Robinson, Dobbins, Debo Samuel, Hopkins, and Judy. Yeah, I mean, that core roster is beautiful, man. So, good work. Let's see. Next up is Tom. Yeah, I love those first 4 picks in Adams, Barkley, Burrow, and Waddle. But Burrow and Jones at quarterback, Ingram and Johnson at tight end. Love that. Barkley, Monty, Zeke, Fournette, Madison. Good running back value throughout this draft, man. Adams, Waddle, Kirk, Davis. Don't really love Davis, but at 10.2, like, I'd probably take a shot on Davis, I guess. I love the first 3 receivers, though. Nick Folk in the Bengals defense. Yeah, it's a good squad. I mean, starting Burrow and Ingram. Starting Adams and Waddle, Barkley, and let's say Monty, flexing Kirk. Then your second flex, like, you might have to kind of figure it out, you know. But, I mean, Elliott, Fournette, Davis, Madison, and even Juwan Johnson give you a chance. So, yeah, good squad, man. I really like the core roster up to the first flex is really good for sure, man. Marco. Oh, got a crack. Okay. Hurts and Goddard. Love that. Walker, Gibbs, White, Charbonnet, Penny. A youthful backfield. I'm good at that. Hill, Devonta Smith, Evans, Cooks, Moore, Thielen. Good enough. Ravens defense, Younghoe Koo. So starting Hurts and Goddard. Walker and let's say White. But Gibbs or Charbonnet could step into a starting role for sure. Starting Hill and Devonta Smith. Then you just got to figure out the 2 flexes, right? I mean, you got both those rookie running backs. You got Evans, you got Cooks, you got Moore, Penny, and Thielen. I think you could definitely figure it out for sure. But I do feel like Rondale Moore is one of the better picks of your draft at 11.8. But, yeah, man. Team looks good to me. I mean, the flex, like I said, you have to figure it out. But the core roster, I mean, Hurts, Goddard, Hill, Smith, Walker, and any one of those running backs that steps up for you is a really good core roster before the flex for sure. All right, Taylor gang, what we do. Cousins and Watson, Hawkinson at tight end. I'm good at all that, man. Diggs, Amon-Ra, Dotson, Burks, Lazard, and Chark. Good with that. Aaron Jones, Connor, Algier, and Cook. Good running back room, too. Yeah, just good value throughout this draft, especially for going late-round quarterback. Still landing Cousins. I don't mind Watson as a QB2 at all. Eagles defense and McManus. So you're starting Cousins and Hawkinson. Love that little stack, right? Starting Diggs and Amon-Ra. Starting Jones and Connor. Then you're in a good position at flex because you got Algier, Cook, Dotson, Burks, Lazard, and Chark. I mean, any of those guys could step into the flex for you. So, yeah, really good core roster and a really good position at the flex and at the bench. Good team, man. All right, Box, what we do, man? Another late-round QB build. We got Goff and Tua time. Tight end, we got Andrews and Greg D. JT Akers, Brian Robinson, Gainwell and Pirine. Good running back value throughout the draft. I mean, yeah, I like all these running backs, actually. A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Hollywood, J-Mo, and Tony at receiver. A lot of upside here, a little bit of risk. But I do think that Brown and Wilson are consistent enough and in good positions that be okay. But some injury risk potentially with the other 3. But a lot of upside with those guys. So I'm okay with it. Starting Goff, starting Mandrews, starting JT and Akers, starting Brown and Wilson, then probably flexing Brian Robinson and Hollywood Brown. That leaves you with J-Mo, Gainwell, Tony, Dolchich, and Pirine. Just find a kicker before the season starts. Yeah, good team, man. I like it. Taking away Steven's bread and butter. He'll be all right. Michael, I'm glad you drafted with us tonight, man. Let's go. We got T-Law and Geno. I'm good at that. And Joku at tight end. You're kind of a late-round QB, late-round tight end guy, aren't you? Eckler, Cook, Chubb, Hunt, Wilson. I can't really argue with that running back room. Keenan Allen, Cooper, Williams, Godwin, Sutton. I can't really argue with those receivers, but there is a lot of veteran-esqueness. I don't know what that means, but a lot of veterans here. So maybe could have taken someone who's younger, but overall, I mean, still good receiver room. Broncos defense and Brett Maher. So you're starting Lawrence and Njoku, Eckler, and Cook. Flexing Chubb. And then your two starting receivers and your other flex are somewhere between Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Michael Williams, Chris Godwin, and Cortland Sutton. In a full PPR league, somebody's going to work out for you. So I think you're fine there. Yeah, I like the team, man. You got a couple good options on the bench as well. Good little squad, man. I mean, you're flexing Nick Chubb, so can't really complain about that. Thomas, I think KJ Osborne is solid, but he's not going to get any chances with chances with JJ there. He's got to get more involved. Yeah, well, the big thing is that Adam Thielen has the potential to be cut because of his, how much he's costing, the cap room that the Vikings can save. So the theory there is that Adam Thielen gets cut, KJ Osborne steps into that number 2 role. But I would agree if Thielen doesn't get cut, I don't really like taking Osborne at the end of a draft. Bossman Fat. What we do tonight, man? We got Bryce Young paired with Dangerous himself. George Kittle, tight end. We got Henry, Harris, Pierce, Tucker, running back. Good running back room. Higgins, Lockett, Addison, Thomas, Bateman, Mechie. Good receiver room. Good receiver value throughout the draft. So we're starting Wilson, starting Kittle, Henry, and Harris. Higgins and Lockett. Flexing Pierce and... I mean, between Addison, Thomas, Tucker, Bateman, and Mechie, somebody's going to step up for you. So, yeah, you're in a good position here, man. Got Tucker in the Jacks defense, too. Yeah, core roster up to the second flex is really solid, man. Yeah, good little squad. All right, Uriel, what we do, man? Jackson and Rogers. Nothing wrong with that. Freiermuth, I almost didn't see a tight end. I got worried for a second. Freiermuth at tight end. You know, I love my boy Pat F. Kupp, Ridley, Watson, JSN, Quentin Johnson, Zach Flowers. A lot of rookie receivers, but that's okay. A good receiver room all around, though. Tony Pollard, Ramondre Stevenson, Damian Harris, Eli Mitchell. I'm okay with that running back room, even if it's a little bit light. Cowboys defense and Jason Myers. So, you're starting Lamar, starting Freiermuth, starting Pollard and Stevenson, Kupp, and Ridley. Then in the flex, you got Christian Watson, 3 rookie receivers. Damian Harris could be in a new situation next year. Mitchell's going to get committee work. You got Rodgers on the bench. Cowboys defense, a great kicker. Yeah, good little squad, man. Definitely work out for you. Box of the deck. Guess I'm hitting waivers for kicker. I mean, that's completely fine, man. I a lot of times I don't draft a kicker in real drafts. I don't always draft a defense either. Especially in like keeper leagues. I'm just going to draft 2 random rookies or 2 rookies that I really like who are still available, and then pick up a kicker and or defense because I'm probably going to stream the 2 positions anyway. So, yeah, I don't think it's anything too bad. J-Dubs, the more research I do, the more I'm starting to like Jordan Addison is a nice, solid sleeper. Something we'll have to keep in mind. Godfather with his hand up. What we do, man? Drafting right next to me. We got Herbie and Carr. I'm fine with that. Pitts and Waller. I'm fine with that. C-Mac, Hall, Herbert, Aknine. Good running back room. Metcalf, McLaurin, Pickens, Juju, Elijah Moore. Good receiver value throughout the draft. Jets defense and Dicker. The kicker. So you're starting Herbie, Pitts, C-Mac, Hall, Metcalf, McLaurin, flexing Pickens. And then the second flex, I mean, you got Waller, Herbert, Juju, Elijah Moore, Aknane. Someone's going to step up for you, right? Yeah, core roster is really good up to that second flex, but I think you could definitely figure out someone. I mean, the upside of CMC, Hall, Metcalf, Herbert, McLaurin, even Pitts and Pickens is really nice. Now, I mean, not all those guys hold the most upside, but just overall, I do like that core team right there. So, yeah, man, Another good draft. You guys killed it per usual. J-Dubs, I have no one to look at for you, bro. I'm sad you didn't get to draft with us, my dude. Pray got 2 sets. Let's go, man. Let's go. I have no idea what I did tonight, honestly. Like, I literally have no idea what my team is. But there it is. Fields and Murray at quarterback. I'm okay with that. Komet, I'm okay with that. JJ, DJ Moore, Ayuk, Boyd, Palmer, Osborne. That's okay. I mean, he's led by JJ, so as long as someone steps up there, I'm okay. But you like, in a full PPR double flex league, you like to have another, 3 receivers at least playing consistent and well for you. But, DJ Moore, Ayuk, JJ could be those guys. Running backs, we got Etienne, Swift, Kamara, and Jamal Williams. But yeah. Light at running back, but I think we'd be okay. But you have some risk here with the suspension, potentially to Kamara, and the injuries to Swift. So, and Jamal, we don't even know if he's going to be on the lines next year. But I'd be starting Fields and Komet, which is a nice little stack, right? JJ and DJ Moore, Etienne and Swift. Then flexing, Ayuk, Kamara, Boyd, Jamal, Palmer, Osborne. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I got the Chiefs defense and Chiefs kicker, but yeah, the idea is that Keenan Allen gets cut. Palmer has a bigger role with the Chargers. Adam Thielen gets cut. Osborne has a bigger role with the Vikings. So we'll see what happens. Oh, good. J-Dubs. We're running some best ball drafts Friday night. I know you're going to be there, man. You have to be there. We're literally, like, my plan for Friday night stream is to just draft best ball drafts. I'm off Saturday. So, I just want to sit here and run best ball drafts with you guys. So, if you guys are eligible in your state to play Underdog, promo code The Catch will match your deposit dollar by dollar up to $100. It's on the screen for you. Link is in the description down below. Make sure you guys are signed up so that you guys can get into some of those drafts. Should be a lot of fun. And we are going to go through some of these Super Bowl drafts as well. And those have, less likelihood of winning those technically, but have much higher payouts than the current way too early drafts that they have offered at the moment. But I can set up private drafts as well. So I would love to set up a private draft. Literally, it's like a $3 entry. If we can get 12 people, including myself, so 11 people, I would love to run just a pure subscriber one as well. Tomorrow, Steve and I will be going over our favorite Underdog pick'em lines, which most of those you can replicate to some degree on Prize Picks as well. We'll be going over all of our Super Bowl bets that we like and just our general thoughts and last discussion on the Super Bowl as well. So tomorrow's stream should be fun. Come hang out. Come see Steven. By the way, guys, like I said earlier, it is Steven's birthday. Hop on Discord and wish Steven a happy birthday. I'm sure he'd love to hear it. So, yeah. And if not, you can wish Steven a happy birthday tomorrow as well. So, yeah, man. All right, should be a good stream tomorrow. Let's do it. Great mock tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you guys for mock drafting with me. Another one in the books. Let's go. Jacob's best ball. I'm there like a bat signal. Let's go. Godfather, have a good one, everyone. See you tomorrow for the Underdog Pick'ems. I like the free square and also Mahomes over 1.5 touchdowns. Let's go, man. See you tomorrow. Box and the Jack, have a good night, bro. It is good practice, J-Dubs. I mean, you can maybe get some newbies familiarized with Underdog best ball drafts too. Marco, have a great night, my guy. J-Dubs, you mean 10 people? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll count you there. We could. I honestly think we could fill a draft pretty easily. Yeah, I agree, J-Dubs. I agree. All right, guys, you know what to do, man. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Check out the links down below. Join us on Discord. Follow us on Instagram. Best places to get community updates. Updates on when we are mock drafting, on when we are doing best ball drafts, on when we are drafting for leagues, on how to join our fantasy leagues, all that good stuff, man. So, yeah. Y'all know what to do, man. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Everyone have a great night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you guys for talking fantasy football. Thank you guys for mock drafting with me. J-Dubs, Marco, Boxing the Jack, Godfather, Prey, Uriel, Bossman Fat, Thomas, Michael, Tom, Andrea, Shane, Albert, Sir Bongs a lot, Alex. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you guys for hopping in the chat, keeping the fantasy conversation going. And to everyone else who stopped by tonight, thank you guys so much for hanging out and supporting the channel. With that, I will say, thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on The Catch. And